Pisces Lunar Eclipse Psychic Tarot read for the water signs. If you have a sun, moon, or rising water sign, this reading is for you. Welcome, welcome. This is the Psychic Tarot reading for the water signs. And yes, we are live on Instagram and this is the first time on Instagram. Finally, I figured out how to make their stream key thing work. And I want to thank Ecamm for doing an update to their software to enable us to come into Instagram now. So this is fabulous. So we're multi-streaming on Facebook as well. A couple of places on Facebook. Thank you for being here. YouTube. It's a lot of fun to get together and let the guides come through and give you some guidance for this very powerful, partial lunar eclipse. Do not let the word partial throw you, because it's definitely a powerful one. It is conjoined to the North karmic node of fate, and opposite the south. It is a nodal eclipse. Even though they're not right together in the same sign, they're still conjoined because the north node is at 6 degrees. So this is a fated, very karmic time. I'm calling it the Pisces the portal of longing lunar eclipse. The guides have been coming in out very comically tonight. This has been a very interesting day, and it's just, I have to just flow with this. So I know that I'm not normally live on these nights, but sometimes this is that way you got to do it. This is the year, 2024 is the year of the revolution, the rebellion. Do it different, outside of the box is the way to go. And we have all these retrograde planets happening. Mars is beginning to slow down to go retrograde, and Mars is going to be in Cancer for almost 9 months. Okay, it's going to slip into Leo just to about 6-7 degrees, and then it's going to come back. Mars being in Cancer is really bringing up a lot of emotions to our drive. You want to talk about mama bear energy, and being very protective of your own security and your family, and nurturing the inner warrior of home and health and wealth. We're in Virgo season, so this is all about your health, your wellness. There's so much going on with it. Please remember that tomorrow I have a little event planned. If you haven't seen it, it's on all the channels. We have the wonderful, amazing astrologer, author, and creator David Hauser coming in tomorrow for Cosmic Convos. So come join us for that as well. All right, let's say hi to everybody here in the chat. I see you there, Ron. Let's go. Let's do the wah-wah. Let's do it. Let's do it. Robin is here. That's right. And there is Kelly's Corner in the house. Yay, I'm glad that she's here. Yes. Hello. Okay, cool. All right, so let's go ahead and thank our sponsor tonight. Cats Unity is giving away an amazing gift package. So let's go ahead and show you what that is about. We have this, it's just awesome. It's like $300 worth of stuff here. You got these citrine earrings, okay? For those of you that aren't on the YouTube or Facebook, citrine earrings. Hopefully that they'll not roll out of there while I'm trying to show them. This awesome Superman clear quartz stone, it's very powerful, really good one for in your hand when you're grounding into the earth as these winter months in the northern hemisphere start to take over. We start feeling a little bit of chill. Sometimes it's too cold to go outside and walk barefoot, so you got to find other ways. It's a good way to do it. We have the Witches Tarot. I love this deck. It's one of my favorites. I keep one of these downstairs on my downstairs altar. It's one of my go-tos. And then this wonderful, yes, this is my Healing for Humanity blend. Over 80 different things in there. 80 different things in there. Like, it's a real, and it was all infused with sound healing. I did a lot of work for like almost 8 hours on that blend one day. It's pretty powerful. And then a smudge soap from Cats Unity out of Corpus Christi, Texas. And we have some cannabis. Yeah, no, I'm not sending you weed in the mail. It's just some cannabis stones, or cannabis cones, And then we have the wonderful, that you can't even see it. I have it wrapped up in there, but it's a prosperity oil for you to anoint your candles, to do your candle work. And then finally, the cup of destiny. This is so cool. Like, you're going to get a tea leaf reading from a 6th generation tea leaf reader, psychic reader here in Corpus Christi. And you're going to get your very own tea leaf reading set. See how the cup is? Isn't that cool? Yeah, you're going to get this whole set. It has a book. It'll teach you. And I'm sure whoever wins and receives the session from Kat, she'll be happy to give you some pointers. So thank you to Kat's Unity for that wonderful package. The only way that you can enter to win is to go to Chanda Sparkles Astrology on YouTube. And then you like, you subscribe, and then you comment on the replay video. You can even just drop a little heart in the comments, and that gets your name in the drawing. It's as easy as that. And trust me when I say these gifts, they arrive where they're meant to arrive. And I'm sure many of you that are in the chat here can attest to that if you've been a winner before. It's so unique and so interesting how these certain gift items that, the name is drawn randomly every month. And I've been doing this for almost 4 years on YouTube. And those gifts always arrive exactly to the person that was needing. There's so many synchronicities. The syncs are off the chart with these gifts. So it could be you. Get your name in the drawing. All right, so let's go ahead and get going here and say hi. Hello, Donna Lewis is in the house. Thanks to the moderators and for everybody keeping the chat nice and clean. And there's Vicky. Hi, Vicky. Now, remember, if you're on if you're on Facebook and you want to get involved in the chat, there's always more folks over on the YouTube, it looks like, than there is on the Facebook. But I can see you on the Facebook. I can see you right now coming through on the chat. So yes, it is an amazing giveaway. Check out the description below for all of the links for Kat's Unity, for all the links to get a hold of me for sessions. I am booked out completely in September. A lot of October is already gone, but I am starting to book into December and January. I will be offering, year ahead coming in January, and I'm going to have a discount. And I don't do discounts very often because my price is already pretty low in comparison to other psychic astrologers and people that do readings and stuff. So I am going to offer a little discount for the holiday season, though. So that'll be coming up and being announced in Scorpio season, my season. So let's go. Let's get this going. All right. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to open this up. I do have someone to thank, and that is I need to thank my beautiful brother, Walking Crow, Anthony, out of Sedona, who made me a very special rattler. Now, so this is my shamanic drum here. In fact, I need to probably make this big enough so you can see. Hold on. We'll come back. So each time before the sessions or before we go into cards, I like to use sound to clear, because I do have a sound clearing studio right next door here. I have just received in the mail yesterday, look at this beauty. Look at this. So it is a shamanic rattler for my drum. It has the turkey. See the turkey right there? That's the turkey medicine. Turkey medicine is good for sustaining, surviving, pushing forward within a group. Turkey is really good medicine. And then right there, of course, you have the beautiful, I'm trying to make sure it's nice and clear here. There we go. You have the beautiful turtle medicine, which of course is being able to take it time out and have patience and know that you're always protected and safe and secure, even on your long journey that may be taking a while. And then, of course, coyote medicine, the fur at the bottom there, that's coyote medicine, which is trickster energy often, or it could even be, being able to hunt and survive in life. So I'm really happy. If you want your very own rattler or drum. Anthony births these himself from scratch, and the medicine that's put into these items, look at it. I mean, just look. And he's got the smoky quartz stones on there. There's so many. Go check him out for sure. So anyway, I'm going to drum us in. Just take a nice little breath with me, and let's pull in the light and blow out the shadow as we drum that shadow. Okay, let's just drum it in. Thank you to the turkey. Thank you to the coyote. Thank you to the turtle medicine. And thank you to the elk. Fortifying elk medicine. It is. It is. Thank you. Okay, so let's get started here with the water sign read. This is for your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. You want to be sure that you know your sun, your moon, and your rising sign. Okay. I'll go ahead and zoom it in a little bit. All right, there we go. For the water sign read, we are playing with the Cats, Curious Cats Tarot. Curious Cats Tarot. These have been smudged, cleansed, blessed, just for you, water signs. Okay. Let's go ahead and take a little sip before we get going. Remember, you got to come back and comment on the YouTube replay video in order to get your name in the drawing, okay? I hear somebody asking again, how do I do that? Yeah, you just like, subscribe, and put your name in there, and you will definitely have a good chance of winning. It's not like we've got tens of thousands of people entering, so your odds are really good, all right? Thank you, Vicky. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Awesome. Cool. All right. I see everybody in the chat. Thanks, guys. So good to see you guys. You know, I always wonder if anybody's going to show up to these when I just do spur of the moment, unplanned. So it's nice to see that you guys were available to bring in the light as we guide in the messages. So this Pisces lunar eclipse, portal of longing eclipse, you know, there's some Saturnian energy present as well as Neptunian. And, you know, I said when Saturn entered into Pisces that it was really important that we learn to bring spirit into matter, meaning every decision, every moment that you're at a choice point, or you have a situation, that you really embody the spirit, embody the highest light. And I feel like with this Pisces lunar eclipse being aligned with Neptune, you know, this is a big time of either super out of body experiences, higher consciousness awareness coming through, or it could be illusions, delusions, and confusions. But Pluto has stepped back into Capricorn to ensure that a lot of ugly, dirty truths come to surface in order to be transmuted, transformed for good. So there's quite a bit going on. Thank goodness we have Venus in Libra. That is helping us to stay balanced, helping us to understand what is right and what is just in our life. You know, this is a big transformational time. This is a metamorphosis time. And you could feel this Piscean energy up to 6 weeks after, and then 6 weeks, even 6 months up until we come around and the sun is in Pisces, you know. But we already had earthquakes today, earthquake this morning in California. I'm sure there were others around the world. But I heard about that one this morning, and you know, the electromagnetics and the geomagnetics are really rocking today and tomorrow. So this is a time to utilize that light. Get outside in the morning and sun gaze as the sun's coming up over the horizon and receive those codes. Same thing at sunset for the next few days. Be very powerful. Even if you're not able to see the Pisces lunar eclipse, partial eclipse, please do get outside underneath those for higher consciousness awareness, just to bring in more light codes to light up the body, right? You know, unifying the field of all of us to light up the grid. Water signs, we're really good at really bringing in that light. So it's so important that you take advantage of this time period, knowing that even though the moon is partially eclipsed, we still hold the light through the shadow, you see, right? So there's nothing to be afraid of. Don't be scared, because there'll probably be all kinds of crazy stuff coming back that kind of feels like a 2020-ish vibe. That's going to happen for a little while, and then it's going to settle down a little bit. You know, Pluto being back in Capricorn is going to rock the house, definitely. So yeah, Scorpios, y'all are big time affected. Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun, isn't it? And Capricorns are like, I thought I got through all that crap. Well, there's going to be little slithers of stuff that comes back into your awareness that you just got to handle. So anyway. Rosacea. Somebody has rosacea. There's some kind of rose something, but I hear rosacea. Well, that we'll just leave that just like that. Calling in the guardians and the galactic gateway keepers. Calling in our ancestors. Calling in the directions and honoring all of the directions. Calling in Mother Gaia, our soul family. Calling in our highest light, the original creator of our soul, to assist with this read for Scorpio, Cancer, and Pisces. Shiteke mo. Ishite mukan ha. Shite mo. All right. So we have the Three of Pentacles, the High Priestess, and the Tower. Make sure you can see all of those really good. Yeah, very good. Maybe we... Oh, move it over this way. Okay. So you're working with a lot of people. You know, you've got collaboration going on. It might be you in a work situation. This Three of Pentacles says it's time to collaborate. You need to collaborate more. It's not a time of solo for you, water signs. This High Priestess is your challenge position. You know, the High Priestess is often hidden, keeping the secrets, knows all of things. You know, she holds the Akashic records. And she is the watcher. She is the observer. She is the all-wise one, right? And sometimes things are hidden from us when it's in the challenge position. Sometimes there's something that you're not seeing coming. The Tower says it's time to knock it down. What it was that once was is no longer, and it has to be knocked down. Working with these folks, I feel like if you look at this cat here, like she's kind of like, all right, I'm here, and I'm not really wanting to. These cats are like, no, we're all up involved. And you're sitting over here going, I'm just trying to observe this situation. But something's going to come in that awakens something within you with this situation with these people. I feel like some of you, and I'm getting lots of tones here to the light side. So I feel like that there's a lot of you that are receiving higher guidance. You're receiving messages that need to step into those messages, like you've been reluctant to do so. The Queen of Swords is here. Wow. Okay. So coming in from outside of you, it's some hard truths. It's some hard, cuts. There's something with this group. There's a group of people here. And yes, they may have some higher awareness for you, but there's something that you need to cut out. I feel very strongly that somebody may come in and cut something out for you. Like it may be unexpected. You were not seeing it coming. And then all of a sudden, everything has to change. The Nine of Swords. Yeah, there's anxiety here. This is the staying up at night, can't go to sleep because you're thinking and worried, and you've got all this anxiety, panic attack type situation. Panic. What? For some of you, 40%. 40% of you have the panic attacks, and you really need to work with like sound healing to calm that down. Get you just like some tingsha bells or a little Tibetan bowl, something to just tone it in. Look up binaural beats on YouTube. Use earbuds because it's designed to have both. Always sound healing, unless you're with a sound healer, or you're with someone like me that can like channel that frequency. Because even though, we're here on the screen, I'm still channeling that frequency to you. You're receiving the activation through the tones, through everything, the bowls, everything, the spoken word. It's about the frequency. Often I say it doesn't matter really, truly what I'm saying. It has to do with the intent and the higher awareness that I put behind it to connect in with your highest self, your higher guides. You may not even relate or understand this reading in this moment. But then later, your highest self comes through and you're like, oh, that's what the 12 was saying. That's what they were channeling through the vessel, you see. And you as well have that ability. The Five of Wands. Five of Wands. So this is petty BS. There's a lot of petty BS going on here with the water signs, okay? And I feel like there's been a lot that was made out of this situation. I feel like whoever this is, I don't think it's the whole group. I think there's somebody in the group that's outside of you that is like pretty harsh. Like they're not cooperating. They are those that just want to do for themselves, even though they're in the group. And it's almost like they want to be the leader because they feel like that they know more than others. They really do. But then they pull back. And they're detached. It's like they come in and they speak whatever and say this and spew all this and say this is what we need to do. But then they pull back and they don't act on it. There's some kind of I'm kind of getting the vision of like an Einstein or a Tesla type of mind in this person. And if they would but then they're so detached. It's like they come in and then they're detached. And they come in and it's just driving all the rest of you kind of batty. And this is why you kind of been like, I don't want to get involved in this again. But this Tower moment's coming. And this anxiety. I mean, look at this. This is not an easy situation. Mental strain from all of this. But this here says this was over petty little BS stuff. It's almost like someone's trying to compete or someone's trying to have their own say, and and it just becomes exhausting. It's just overwhelming. It's like, I can't take it no more. I feel kind of like totally unnerved here, you know. So with this 5 of Wands here, this is the answer. This is petty BS. Petty BS. Petty BS. Not necessary. But it's like they're making much more of all of this than need be. But this Tower moment in the now, this is your now position. This Tower moment, if it's not already happened, it's here. And see how clear that came through? See how those kitties are getting knocked out of there? I came in like a wrecking ball. Yeah. Miley Cyrus. Maybe there might be a message there for you. I feel like I need one more card, though. I need one more card. I need one more card to tell me about this Tower and this petty 5 of Wands. There it is. The Devil. Well, shit. Okay, so look here. This person is addicted to toxicity. This person feels like they need to put you in bondage, or it could be vice versa, because you could be the one that's up in this toxicity and this addiction. And don't go only drugs, but Pisces rules drugs, addiction, okay? All of the alcohol, all of that is ruled by Pisces, and we're in a Pisces lunar eclipse here. So that's the reality of it. You know, there'll be a lot of people fall off the wagon. There'll be a lot of people trying to escape. This is an escapism type of energy that we're dealing with. So in order to break these chains, the Tower moment must come in. The Tower moment says, look, you know, and don't get biblical on this. These cards are not about that at all. Okay. This is in representation of bondage. It's in representation of addictions, gambling, doing the shady shit, you know, letting the shady shit come through. It's also all about your shadow and remembering not to make your shadow wrong, because every person in the world has to have a shadow in order to embody a physical vessel. But sometimes this just gets too much. And I feel like somebody needs to lay it down hard and be like, no, I'm not doing this no more, you know. The Queen of Swords is under here with the... look at this. Look at this. At the bottom of the deck, you have the 10 of Cups. Okay? At the bottom of the deck, you've got the 10 of Cups. So let the wrecking ball happen. Be an allowance. Be the observer through this. If you are the one with the addictions, you need to reach out. Get some support. Get some tribes. Call on your highest guidance and clear. If they are the one in this addiction, you know, wrapped up in this, you know, the petty BS is not going to help them. They have to be the one to do it, right? And it's almost like it just keeps going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. And the 10 of Cups on the bottom says there is a wish fulfillment. There is family ties. There is something that's going to come out of this on the other side of this that's fucking beautiful. I mean, you'll be so emotionally fulfilled. You'll be so glad that all of that stuff went down. Remember, metamorphosis is not easy. And that's where you're at. And this is a transitional period right now. And if there were not steps taken in the past, linear past, recognizing that all time is now and you can project your consciousness to any timeline you choose. And I can help you with that if you need to get a session. But this 10 of Cups, in the end, it's going to be all right. You know, you'll be fulfilled. You'll be glad that this all went down the way it did. King of Pentacles is right there. You know, the King of Pentacles is a very stable, disciplined, and he moves forward on his path with determination not to give up. Very grounded and wise, and maybe a little slower to get there. But hey, we've got turtle medicine, right? It could be an earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. All right, let's keep going here and see what else we have for you water signs. We'll be calling on the Lumerians, your ancient self. Calling upon the Lumerians, your ancient self. Is that 2? No, okay. Those are some thick cards. You are a realm bridger, and that is a number 5, okay? So remember, the 5 is about sudden change coming in quickly. Destruction in order to begin again. You built it on a faulty foundation, water signs. What happens when you build it on a faulty foundation? That shit crumbles. The realm bridger. So you yourself, through your higher light, your most highest light, bridge the realms from spirit to matter. Saturn in Pisces says, bring spirit into every matter. I also feel like, this realm bridger is very gracious in how she goes about taking spirit to matter. I want you to think of like quantum physics with this. I want you to think about quantum mechanics and how you can bring that quantum energy in to assist you with this whole situation with these folks. I don't feel like, even though, yes, this is a card of collaboration and bringing people together, I feel like in this instance, you or whoever this other person is in representative, this is going to be a water sign, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio right here, okay? I feel like there is some of you that's just going to have to go the other way. You see this? Head turned, going the other way, guarded by the blade, which is in representation of air energy. This could be a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius energy, but super anxious energies here, not being able to deal with this shit much longer. And it started out as petty, just petty, and that aggravates us so much. It's like why, it's kind of like, why even go there? All right, here we go. You got ether. This is the seamless unspeakable. It says the seamless unspeakable. So you got ether. There is so much there, water signs, that you're not seeing. Like literally, you could be cooking breakfast, and right there next to you is your guide trying to get your attention. You could be sitting at your desk at work, and behind you is your higher guidance saying, hey, pay attention. Those subtle thoughts, those subtle energies, those messages that you receive in your brain, don't let it get confused and put you into a state of anxiety, a state of just can't even deal anymore. The ether realms need cleansed, the ether, all of this all around us in our energy field must be cleansed, and it's good to use like a smudge stick or a Palo Santo. You could use resins. Resins are great to use. Burn some resin. If you need a deep smudge, get you one of those little charcoal things and get you some like frankincense resin on there and burn that stuff through the house. I have an official minister's, I can't remember what it's called, those gold things that hang from the chain that they use in the churches. I have one of those that I use rose paper and rose oil along with little crushed Palo Santo, and I just walk around and I just do that all around the house, sometimes around the clients if it's needed. It's a strong one. So I'm just going to do this for you now. Unashete mona inaki nu ishina e kamai randashate Rambashakai, Rambake Unashite, Rambakai, 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 Rambakai. All of your chakra energy centers. Rambakai, Shite Mokai, Unashite Mokanakai, Shite Mokanai. All through the field, cleansed, cleared, purified. Give us the dark. Give you the light. Give you the dark. Give you the light. Wow. We just got a perfect big circle that went straight up through the portal. That's the other thing. When you're working with smoke, water signs, watch the smoke. Like, even if you burn a candle and you blow it out, watch where that smoke goes. You're getting messages. You have to pay attention to the subtle messages. Okay? All right. Oh, yes. Kelly says she found the charcoal things and bought and not used. I have some different resins and samples and such. Very good. When you do your resin, you want to get it going. It'll start sparking, but let it sit there for a little while until it almost turns all white. You know, you want to get it like to where it's all white, because otherwise your resin won't be as pure. You put the resin on after it's set there for a little while. Yeah, I probably need to just do that in here, but it smokes it out so much, you know. But yeah, the ether and the realm bridger, you know, what bridge are you crossing there, water signs? You know, what realms do you need to get to? What realms are you going to command and demand in, because you are the one that's in control here? It's only you. It's your reality, your perception. Okay, so let's also, this will be your last card, water signs. This is messages from spirit. This is a very special deck. I don't pull it out very often, but this was called to me today, just for these readings. What does spirit have to say to the water signs? Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right. I'm going to leave it there for just a minute in case you want to take a picture, and you can screenshot it or whatever so that you have it. Or you can always come back if I'm moving on and you hadn't had a chance to do it. That's cool. All right. So let's see what spirit has to say to you to close out this read. Dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more. I am kind of blown away here. I think there's like 50-something cards there. I shuffled them 3 times in between the last read, and I think this is the same card. Tell me, Kelly, I think this is the same card from the air signs. Holy cow. Okay, here we go. This is for you water signs. I'm going to start this over because that kind of blows me away. All right. Spirit says, dear you, there is always more than one side to an argument, two sides, if not more. To every story and hundreds of ways to be right, be different, be at odds, or so on and so on. Today, we suggest that lost place. Today, we suggest that instead of looking for differences, you find a meeting place or agreement and approach this experience with understanding and compassion. Seek common ground to understand how another person thinks or how alternate plans might be laid. Stay out of judgment. Stay out of judgment too. Observe, discern, but accept that there's others who have different stories, experiences, and journeys, and some people might refuse to remain open to another point of view. You know? Yeah. That's that Queen of Swords over there. No matter what you've been presented with, a great opportunity to explore a new way of doing things once common ground is reached. You're attracting people and situations that enrich your life and bring you wonderful things to learn. We love you so very much, Spirit. You know, I feel like there's a lot of people getting really butthurt. There's a lot of people, and it could be some serious things too. It could be. I'm not saying, I'm not, bringing through that this isn't a major thing, because these are some major cards. Okay. And this is a major time period. But I believe a lot of it began because of petty BS. And that's not cool. So let's do the runes. Let's do the runes. We're going to pull from the runes for the water signs. Pull for the runes from the water signs. Calling upon the Norse god Odin and the Norse goddess Freya. Guide the hand for the water signs, sun, moon, and rising. Guide the hand. There's 1, 2, 3. All right. The first one of the runes out of the chute. You'll have to forgive me because I don't have these quite memorized yet. I had these runes for 2 years and I just brought them out. I'm trying to see. Hold on. Oh, there it is. This is Hagalaz. 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 Meaning hail, chaos, uncontrolled forces, and natural disasters. Well, shit. This is kind of like the planet Uranus being in Taurus, opposite Scorpio. That planet has been opposite and will continue to be opposite my sun sign. I'm telling you, surprising things just pop up out of nowhere. And then we also have Urez. Urez. U-R-U-Z. Urez. This is the ox energy, ox medicine. It's about strength and determination. And it's about the potential. That's the thing, is there's a lot of potential to this whatever that's coming in that's going to knock out your situation here with these people. But I do feel like it's got to stop. This is just too much. All right. And then we also have Iwaz. Iwaz, meaning horse, progression, teamwork, and change. There are your sacred runes. Thank you so much for being here. I love you, water signs. I really, really pray that whatever this is. Hi, Dana. Thanks for being here. I pray that whatever this is that's coming in to knock down your tower, knock down what you've been building with others, that it's easeful, that there's grace and there's ease and there is some patience through the situation. I really appreciate you all being here. I love you. I'm going to come back here in just about 15 minutes and we'll do fire signs next. So come on back and join us. By the way, if you're someone who's wanting to follow all of the lives of each of the elemental reads, I always post an event link first. If you're like, hey, what time is she doing the next one? As soon as I get done here, I smudge, I clear, I have to reset everything. But the first thing I do is I'm going to create the next live. So there'll always be a time out there. You just go look on my Facebook page or on the live tab. You have to go to the live tab on the YouTube. And I'm not even really sure about Instagram or how that's all rolling, but it looks to appear that I am live on Instagram. So I don't know how it saves or anything, but it's new. We'll figure it out. All right. Thank you. Yeah, the horse again. That's so cool, right? All right. I love you, water signs. Patience, patience, patience through the portal of longing, Pisces eclipse. And don't forget to come back and like, subscribe, replay. You must comment on the replay to win. All right. See you soon. Walk in the light and spread the sparkle.